Our next topic is brought to us by FanDuel. If you're ever looking to get in on the action, FanDuel has bets for all sports at all times of the day. You name it, you can find it on FanDuel. Summer sports are in full swing. Whether you're all about baseball, under the lights, golf on the green, or high-stakes soccer, FanDuel is the best way to make every game even more exciting. We know you're already following the action, so why not make it a little more thrilling? With FanDuel, you can get in on the game while your friends are out getting sunburnt at the beach. If you're new to FanDuel, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if their first $5 bet wins. Open the FanDuel app today or visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to get started. I don't know if anyone's going to have the right answer to this next question, but I'm curious if any of you have any insight. Tyvis, you've dealt with rookie contracts before, and Quinshon Judkins remains unsigned for the Cleveland Browns. He is the only 2025 draft pick that has yet to sign his rookie contract. We are now past OTAs. We know the situation that's going on in Cincinnati with Shamar Stewart. So, Tyvis, any idea, any reason you can think of as to why Quinshon Judkins would not have signed his rookie contract yet?
Must be some language in there that he won't clear it up. That's the only thing I can think of. Because it ain't negotiate money, because that's slotted. You can't negotiate that. I know with the Cincinnati situation, it's something about like injury or something like that.
I have no idea.
So it's some language in there that him and his agent is trying to get cleared up, and they both seem to be fighting it. The difference is, obviously, Quinshon's ready to play. I mean, he's out there every day practicing and doing everything he's supposed to do, even without a contract. So, at the end of the day, it's going to get done. I'm not worried about it. Like, the Shamar Stewart thing is more significant because he actually not practicing, which is crazy to me that he's not practicing and think he's just going to be ready week 1.
By the way, there's a lot of players that are unsigned right now.
Yeah, he's just the only only Browns that is yet
There
to
are
sign.
40 unsigned rookies as of today, including 30 of the 32 players in the second round. So there's got to be something going on in the second round.
I don't know. That's why I asked the question. I genuinely don't have.
There's some language in there for sure.
The main this article from NBC Sports says the main reason for the holdup in signing these players is the negotiation of guaranteed contract terms, particularly that percentage of the contract that is fully guaranteed. NBC Sports reports that agents for second-round picks are pushing for fully guaranteed contracts, following the example of the first 2 second-round picks who secured such deals.
Oh, well, there it is.
So guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Who was do it say the 2 teams that signed?
Well, that would be Schwesinger.
Well, Schwesinger was the.
So he must have gotten his contract. So again, the Browns pissed off the whole rest of the NFL.
They're pretty good at that.
Which we will get to a little bit later in the show.
What's that?
I said we'll get to that a little bit later in the show.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the Browns.
But
well, if they fully guaranteed Schwesinger's contract, then there should be no reason why they wouldn't fully guarantee Judkins' contract.
I mean, these things are really stupid. This is why it drives me crazy when we give handouts to owners. They're nickel and diming players here. They're all billionaires. They're nickel and diming players here over nonsense, and then our state government hands the money. Unbelievable. We got to cut Medicare and SNAP so people can starve to death on the street.
They say you don't stay rich by spending it. So
spend other people's money.
Good for them.
Should anyone be worried about this situation?
No.
Whether it's Judkins or I guess one of the other 29 second-round picks.
No.
It's nothing. They'll all be
because at the end of the day, they're not going to miss games, and the organization needs them to play. So they're going to come to a deal this Shamar Stewart. I just don't is he really not going to just play?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
It's not going to happen. And then if they don't sign Trey Hendrickson and he sits out, you ain't got no choice but to sign. Trey
Hendrickson's the only one that matters.
It's all about who's going to blink first.
Shamar Stewart should shut the hell up. The Bengals should sign him.
No, he ain't wrong because
they
trying to change the contract.
The Bengals are 100% wrong. He's just said some stupid stuff.
What did he say?
I don't want to. He's just you're a rookie. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Let's go.
I mean, what he's fighting for, I 100% agree.
I agree. The Bengals are wrong in the situation, but he should just not talk about it. He's not benefiting himself by yapping about it, I think.
He's answering the question that people want
And he's
to
probably
know.
going to be a bust anyway because every Bengals defensive draft pick's a bust pretty much.
Maybe he's trying to get traded out of Cincinnati before he has to
Good
sign the deal.
riddance. Good riddance.
Good riddance.
I don't need any defense. Let's just keep going.
Earl, we'll move on in a sec. Earl just texted me and mentioned that Higgins, the second pick in the second round, one pick after Schwesinger, was the first second-round pick to get his contract fully guaranteed.
Oh, so they're the team that.
And then Schwesinger got it. So now
Who's that team? Who was the
Texans.
Texans.
The Texans
Now-
pissed everybody off.
Earl is expecting Judkins to sign after Nick Emanwari, who was the third pick in the second round, one before Judkins. So ABC's how much money he gets.
So Earl is reporting this?
No, Earl's just speculating.
Oh.
Earl's just speculating, not reporting, just speculating.
Earl is a media guy now.
Earl is an insider.
You think they would give
We should
Judkins
just
more?
make Earl our Browns insider. Just start calling him Browns insider Earl.
Could they give Judkins more guaranteed money than Schwesinger?
No.
Is that possible?
No.
Why would they do that?
I asked a question. I
Well,
don't
don't
know.
ask those silly questions.
Well, Earl asked me, so I was asking you guys.
They're not going to give a guy who got drafted later more guaranteed money. That doesn't make any sense. I mean,
That
you only
ma-
got
that makes
drafted
sense
2
to
picks
me.
later. It'd probably be around the same, I would think.
Yeah, it'll be very close.
Yeah, I got to imagine the 33rd and the 36 make about the same.
Yeah,
Because it's rookie scale to an extent, right?
it is.